FC Midtiylland, the Danish outlet, was only formed 30 years ago, but in that short time they have managed to win Super League twice, most recently in 2018. However, the Herning-based club still falling short of Danish giants Copenhagen, as well as struggling on the European front. So we come in hopes of changing all that. So, you guys must be wondering, Owen, what are the rules of a rebuild challenge? Well, first off, the main objective is to take a team to Champions League glory. And through that, all games will be simulated, bar the Champions League final, which will be played, of course. Transfers, they could be as realistic or unrealistic as I want them to be. And the final rule is that there will be a big focus on the transfer window. So rules aside, guys, I hope you enjoyed the rest of this rebuild. So when we're looking at our squad for the first time, we've got quite a few decent players. Like we've got a 75 goalie, 75 centre back, a 73 centre back. We've got this guy here, Evander, who looks quality. 72 rated at 21. It looks like he could be a quality player for us. So yeah, guys, I'm thinking probably a new midfielder as well as maybe a left winger. I think that's what I'm probably going to be going for. So yeah, I guess I'll bring you guys back if we make any signings. And here you have it, guys. We have brought in a brand new left winger here. We have signed Luis Sinisterra over from Feyenoord. The Colombian left winger is joining us here for 9.2 mil, which I'm happy about. We've got him just under his valuation, and at 20 years old with 74 rating, I'm expecting huge things from the Colombian. So guys, we have decided to sell Tim Sprav here. He's joining Copenhagen, which I know we shouldn't really be selling to our rivals, but we've sold him there for 700k. So guys, we have decided to sell Mikael Andersen here. He's going over to China to play for Shanghai. Yeah, and he's going there for 1.5 mil. So we have another departure here, guys. We have sold Manjarathar James. The Canadian is moving to Brazil for 1.2 mil. And here we go, guys. We've brought in a brand new midfielder here. We've brought in Albert Sambi Lokonga. He's joining us here for 7.7 mil from Anderlecht. The Belgian is looking like it'll be absolutely quality. It looks like we've paid over a lot, but we just weren't budging. We actually managed to get him for a lot under what they were wanting for him. But at 19 years old and 72 rated, he can only really go up, really, can't he? So I reckon in like 1 or 2 seasons, then this fee will look pathetic for a player of his standard. So I guess I'll bring you guys back if we make any more business. So guys, we have another departure here because we have sold Mikael Andersen to CFR 1907 Cluj. I think that's where it is, I'm not sure. But the Danish goalkeeper, he's leaving us for 700k. So end of the first window, and we have spent about 17 million players bringing in 2 players. So we've definitely gone for quality over quantity this window with a few departures. This is how the starting 11 is looking going into the first half of the season. It's looking pretty decent, but I will say we probably do need to grab a new striker at some point. But yeah, guys, I guess I'll bring you back at the halfway mark. So halfway through the regular season here in the Superliga, we see ourselves in second position behind the obvious Copenhagen, but still chilling in a Champions League spot. I'm pretty sure anyway, if not, then it's definitely Europa League. So we are going to be getting European football if we maintain momentum and keep our current position, which I am hopeful of happening. So yeah, guys, I guess I'll bring you back if any business is made. So guys, we've just signed a new goalkeeper, but he will be joining us next season because we've just signed Claudio Ramos on a pre-contract. The Portuguese shot stopper is going to be filling in between the posts next season. So no business in this transfer window other than us bringing in Ramos on the pre-contract. The squad's looking pretty decent going into the second half of the season. Hopefully a bit more growth from a few of our players, such as Aneka, Evander. Sinestra, he's looking good. He was definitely a worthy pickup. Same for Sambi Lokonga. So yeah, guys, I guess I'll bring you back at the end of the season. So we have a double departure here, guys. We have sold Lasse Vibe. He's joining Toronto for no, 490k. And we've also sold Ronnie Schwartz, and he is joining New York Red Bulls for 630k. So we have got another departure, guys, and we are selling Paulinho, the Brazilian left back. Is joining Astra Guerrero. He's joining them for 800k. So guys, at the end of the season, we have finished in second position behind Copenhagen, but I'm pretty sure this does mean we have got Europa League football next season. I'm confident that we have, because I'm pretty sure first goes through qualifying rounds for the Champions League. So yeah, guess I'll bring you guys back in the next season. So we also managed to win the Sydbank Pokalen, which I'm pretty sure was the domestic cup of the Danish league. So yeah, that's also pretty good to have a piece of software under our belt in the first season. So guys, we've got a departure here. We have sold Junior Brumado. He is joining Serra CS for 1.1 mil. Another departure here, Cesar Salbahazadia Kreav, the Bulgarian, or is that Hungarian? Oh, I think I've messed this up. He's leaving us, the cam is leaving us to join Norwich for 7 mil. So guys, we have a departure here. We have sold Dion Kuls here. He is joining Fenerbahce. The Belgian is joining the Turkish side for 8 million euros. So with the arrival of Claudio Ramos, Jasper Henson is no longer needed here, but we have decided to sell the Danish keeper, and he is going over to England. He is going to be joining Sheffield United for 2.4 mil. So guys, we have picked up a brand new striker here. All of the departures were all to build up to bring in this huge signing right here. We have brought in Christian Kouame for 20 million euros over from Genoa. The Ivorian striker at the age of 22 and 78 rated. I'm expecting huge things from him, and hopefully him and Sinistera can carry our team going forward and hopefully score us a bunch of goals. So guys, we have a departure here. We have sold Soren Rees. The Danish centre back was out on loan last season, and we've decided to sell him now for a fee of 1 million euros. We have a departure here, guys. Caesar sell Io Simon Okusun, and he is joining BK Hachen for 640k. So we've got a departure here, guys. We are selling Mark Dalhende. The Danish left back is going to be leaving us and joining CD Tondela in the Portuguese league, and he's going there for 2 million euros. And here we go, guys, we've brought in a brand new left back here. We have brought in Alexander Bernabei, the Argentinian left back, at 70 rated at 19 years old. I'm hoping he'll be decent. I don't know if he's going to be world class or our starting left back forever, but for now I reckon he'll be decent. We've picked him up for a fee of 3.2 mil, which is brilliant considering his value is 3.5. So yeah, guys, I guess I'll bring you back on deadline day. So only 2 signings made in this transfer window. We brought in Kwame and Bernabei, and honestly the squad's looking pretty decent now. I'm just hoping that Bernabei can grow a little bit, and then the rest of the team, I'm not really sure what we need to improve on, because I know Onyeka, he's going to keep growing. Maybe a new right wing at some point, and maybe some new centre backs, seeing as though ours are pretty old. But for now, I reckon our squad's decent for the remainder of this first half of the season. So yeah, guys, I guess I'll bring you back at the halfway mark. So halfway through the season, we see ourselves in first, winning every single game possible, which is incredible. We've not got a single draw nor a single loss. Like, wow, we're absolutely smashing it this season. So yeah, guys, I guess I'll bring you back if we make any more signings. So we have a departure here, guys, because we have sold Eric Svitchenko, we'll say, and the Danish centre back. He's joining Sheffield United, going to be reuniting with the goalkeeper we sold for 13 mil. So we've just sold a player here, guys, and we have sold our Guinean striker here, and I'm really sorry for selling you, pal, but I'm sorry, guys, that weren't very funny now, alright? But yeah, and Kaba, he's leaving us and he's joining Buenos Aires for 5.4 mil. So we have a brand new signing here, guys. We've picked up a brand new centre back. We have brought over Christian Romero over from Juventus for 12.9 mil. The Argentine centre back is higher rated than our previous centre back, and we're going to be cheaper than what we sold him for. So if anything, this is a big win, and obviously at the age of 22, I'm only expecting him to grow from here. So yeah, I guess I'll bring you guys back if any more business is made. So on deadline day, we have spent 13 mil bringing in Romero, and I don't know why it's not showing Sviatchenko, But yeah, we also sold him, so we made quite a decent amount in that window. This is how the starting 11 is looking. I know where we need to improve for next season, so I'm not going to bore you with that. But the squad's looking really strong, so we're a good chunk ahead in the league. So hopefully we can maintain momentum and hopefully grab the league in our second season, which would always be a good thing. So I guess I'll bring you back at the end of the season. So guys, at the end of the season, it sees us bringing home the Danish League title in our second season, which is a lot quicker than I expected. We managed to go the season without picking up a single loss, which is incredible. So hopefully from now things can only get better, which excites me for the future. So I guess I'll bring you guys back. So we've got a departure here, guys. We are selling Alexander Scholz. The Danish centre-back is going to be joining PSV for a fee of 15 million euros, and we're hoping by selling him that we are going to be able to pick up a brand new centre-back to partner Christian Romero. So guys, we've done it. We've made a big signing here, and we have brought in Joachim Andersen from Lyon, the Danish centre-back. We've just brought in some more native players to fill up our squad, and he's joining us here for 22 million euros, which I think is a decent fee for the 25-year-old. I know he's not the best rating, but I'm hoping that he maybe can grow, and if not, he'll be decent for at least 2 seasons before we are hopefully going to be pushing deep into the Champions League. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you guys back when we're in the qualifying rounds. So we've got the first leg here. We have the away leg first in our first qualifying game. We're going up against Legia Warsaw, I'm pretty sure this is. We've got a full starting 11. Let's just see how we do. 2-0 win away. That's put us in a really good position for the home leg, which I guess I'll bring you guys back when we are there. So we've got the second leg here against Legia. We're at home this time with 2 away goal advantage. Let's just see how we do. Come on. 5-0 win, absolutely smashed it out of the park, easy as that. Guess I'll bring you guys back at the second qualifying match. So we have a departure here, guys. We are selling Anders Dreyer, the Danish winger. He's okay, but we needed a bit of extra money because the squad's looking thin, so we're going to be signing a few free agents, which is what probably the next thing I bring you back for will be. But we have sold him to International for 1.9 mil. So as I mentioned earlier, guys, the squad numbers were looking pretty thin, so I've decided to pick up 6 free agents here. We've brought up a Portuguese centre-back, a Uruguayan midfielder, an Italian striker, a Burkina Faso striker. We signed a German right winger, and right here, this Italian goalkeeper, Giacomo Rognoli, 74 rated, 19, looks an absolute gem. We picked him up for a free from the free agent section, and hopefully the Italian can either outclass Claudio Ramos, and if not, then we can sell him on for a nice bit of dosh later on down the line. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back when we're at our next qualifying match. So for our second qualifying match, we've been drawn against Slavia Prague, which to me seems like a pretty decent opponent considering some of the teams we could have come up against. So how do we do in the first leg? We get a 2-1 win away, which is brilliant, but we will be missing Sambi Lokonga for the next leg, which is not ideal, but hopefully we can surpass it. So we have the home leg here against Slavia Prague. Hopefully we can win. We are missing Sambi Lokonga though, which is a bit of a problem. So hopefully whoever's filling in for him can fill in for him really. Let's just hope that we can at least hold out. 2-1 win, we're through. We're going through to the group stage of the Champions League here. This is a big step up for the club. Hopefully we don't get drawn with a too difficult a group. But as you can see guys, Ajax fair. We could have been drawn against Ajax or Porto and that wouldn't have been ideal for our situation. So yeah, we're through. Slavia aren't. Let's get into our group stages. So we see ourselves in a group here with Juventus, Leverkusen and Spartak Moscow. I reckon Juve and Leverkusen are going to pull well ahead. It'll just be a battle between us and Spartak for a place in the Europa League, which is where I reckon we might finish. But I'm just hoping, well, I don't really expect much really. This is quite a difficult group and it'll be hard to try and see ourselves get out of it unscathed. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back on deadline day. So in the first transfer window we spent big money on bringing in Joachim Andersen as well as picking up a few decent regens. We also sold Scholz and Dreyer in order to fund some of those transfers. This is how the starting 11's looking. We're not really strong enough to push deep into the Champions League this season, as I said. I'm not really sure what to expect in terms of growth from the squad. Potentially Evander hitting the 80s as well as Sinistera, maybe Romero as well. But Bernabei should hopefully grow a bit more and maybe even out the rest of the squad. But other than that, I'm not really sure what to expect. But hopefully the squad will at least keep a decent position in the league is all I'm hoping for. So we have another crack at Champions League football next season. So I guess I'll bring you back when the results are in from our group stages. So we got our arse handed to us there. We didn't get a single point in that game, and we didn't even score a single goal against any of the sides. I expected to really pick up a point against Slavia Prague, but oh well, I guess I can't really complain too much, but we're in quite a difficult group and we don't have the strongest of sides just yet. Other than that, guys, I guess I'll bring you back at the halfway mark. So at the halfway mark, we see ourselves unbeaten and have won every single game, the same as last season. So we're absolutely smashing it in the league this season. So we don't really have much to worry about there. We're 11 points ahead of Copenhagen, meaning I think we have officially took over them as top dogs in Danish football, which is great to see. So yeah, guys, I guess I'll bring you back if we do any business. So we have got a departure here, guys. We have sold our Mabil, the Australian right winger, is going to join Sporting Lisbon for a fee of £16.1 million, because I've got quite a decent transfer lined up and hopefully going to be able to bring it to you very soon. And guys, here is the signing I was talking about. We've managed to pick up Ousmane Dembele here on a pre-contract. The Frenchman is going to be leaving Barcelona and joining us here in Denmark at FC Midtiylland. And the left winger can also play right wing, and the 24-year-old 87 rated. I'm just excited to have been able to pull off such an incredible signing. We're only in the third season, so in the fourth season we're going to be having an 87 rated right winger that's just going to absolutely bolster our attacking options, and hopefully we'll be able to push decently far into the Champions League. So other than that, guys, I guess I'll bring you back if we do make any more signings. So at the end of the January transfer window, we have sold Mabil but brought in Ousmane Dembele next season, which I think is a very fair trade-off. We've had some decent growth from some players, and we're going to have to stick with this 71 rated guy on the right. But we're only in the league and we're 11 points clear, so I reckon we'll be fine. Other than that, guys, I guess I'll bring you back at the end of the season. So at the end of the season, we finished the entire league without picking up a single loss, which is incredible. However, we did not get every single point available, as we did draw once in the league, as you can see right here. I'm unaware of who it was, but that's kind of frustrating. Just one game and we would have had a perfect season. But beyond that, hopefully next season we'll be able to push deeper into the Champions League. And with the acquisition of Ousmane Dembele, which I still cannot believe he's leaving sunny Spain to join us here. But other than that, guys, I guess I'll bring you back in season 4. And here he is, guys. Ousmane Dembele has finally been unveiled to the fans here. The French winger, is going to be a brilliant player for us, I hope. And hopefully he doesn't let us down, because we spent quite a hefty amount in wages on him. So let's just hope that it doesn't backfire on us. So this is quite a weird departure here, but we have sold Alexander Bernabei. We've sold him for 50 mil. What? We acquired 50 mil for Alexander Bernabei. He's 78 rated and we got 50 mil for him, which is absolutely incredible, because this means we have got a lot of budget to play with. So we can either bring in a star player, or we could even out our transfer budget and maybe bring in a few signings, but I don't really know what to do. So I guess I'll come back to you guys once we decided what to do. So first order of business after selling Bernabei was to pick ourselves up a brand new left back, which we have done so by bringing over Kieran Tierney here from Arsenal. The Scottish left back joins us here for 35 mil, and for 35 mil, this is a decent signing, especially since we managed to sell our left back for 50 mil, and we've got a left back 5 ratings higher for nearly half. But yeah, Kieran Tierney now plays for Midtiylland. I guess I'll bring you guys back if we make any more signings. So with departure here, guys, we have sold Joel Anderson. Our Swedish right back is going over to join Dusseldorf for 20 million euros. And we have a brand new right back signing here, guys. We have picked up here Alvaro Odriozola from Paris Saint-Germain. The Spanish right back is joining us here at the club for a fee of 36 million euros. So we're back in the qualifying rounds for the Champions League again this season, but our squad is much stronger than last season, so I suspect that we'll get through this with ease. Let's see how we go against HJK in the first round. How do we do? A 6-0 win. Wow. I think this kind of guarantees us our place in the next round for the qualifiers, so I guess I'll bring you back when we see in the second leg. So we have the second leg here against HJK, but with 6-0 up, so I don't really see him coming back from it. We are missing Anderson through suspension somehow, but let's just see how we get on. 2-0 win. Perfect. Just through anyway. I wasn't expecting him to do much afterwards. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back when we're at the next game. So we have our second qualifying game here. We've been drawn against Salzburg, which is quite a decent team, but I still reckon we should be able to get through. Let's see how we do in the first leg. A 3-0 win. That puts us in a great position for the second leg. So we rock up to the second leg with a 3-0 advantage over Salzburg. So let's just get this game over with. 4-0 win. Easy as that. Catch you guys in the group stage. So once again for this season we've been drawn in a group which could very see us get smashed or grab Europa League football, because I can't see us beating Inter or Monaco for a round of 16 spot, but potentially we could overthrow Galatasaray and gain the third position, which would be ideal, so that we have got a chance of winning some European silverware this season. But other than that guys, I haven't really got much else to say, so I guess I'll catch you on deadline day. So we have a departure here. We have sold Nikolaj Kirk here. The right back is leaving us to go play for Crewe Alexandra in England for a fee of 600k. So on deadline day we have brought in 71 mils worth of players in Tierney and Odriozola, as well as getting rid of Bernabei, Anderson and Kirk. This is how the starting 11's looking. Looks pretty strong. I reckon we have a slight chance of progressing through to the knockout rounds. I'm not sure what really needs improving. I'm probably looking at Onyeka, but hopefully he'll grow a little bit more to try and catch up with the rest of the team. I know our full-backs are incredible, as alongside having the world-class Dembele on our sides. Puts us in one of the better teams in Europe, maybe, potentially, but I don't want to get too carried away, or too ahead of myself. I just kind of mix them two together. But yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back when we get our results from the group stages. Well guys, I was wrong and we've managed to get through to the knockout stages. We've managed to beat Monaco on goal difference, which puts us through ahead of them, meaning we grab second place behind Inter. Galatasaray not picking up a single win, but we registered 3, which is quite impressive. And we beat Monaco 4-0, I just saw it side there, that's pretty good. But yeah, let's see who our round of 16 opponent is. Bayern. Oh, that's not a good start. We are in trouble. Guess I could bring you guys back at the halfway mark. So in the league, we're actually doing worse than previous seasons. We've registered 2 draws by the halfway mark, when we've usually won every single game. We're slacking. We're actually slacking, but I mean, wow, Copenhagen are in 3rd though. We are a good chunk of points ahead of them. Wow. But we are only 11 points ahead of Aalborg, but you know what, I reckon we should be fine. I guess I'll bring you guys back if we make any signings. So no business done in this transfer window. Sees us finish with the same amount as we do in the first. Don't know what that meant, but this is how the squad's looking. Onyeka, the only one that's really like ruining the squad. I wouldn't really say ruining, that's a bit rough, but he's the one that's the lowest rated. That makes the squad a bit look out of place. But other than that guys, there isn't really much else to do, so I guess I'll bring you back over the Bayern game. So we're here in the first leg and Bayern Munich are coming over to us in Denmark to see how we do. Let's just hope for something decent here. A 1-1 draw, that's actually a pretty decent result in terms of who we were against. So yeah, I see Jesus missed a penalty which could have been crucial, but they did grab an 88th minute equaliser. But yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back when we're at the away leg. So we travel to the Allianz Arena for the second game here, and we are without Kwame because he's picked up an injury through simming. meaning we haven't really got a strong attack force going forward, so I'm not really expecting too much out of this game. A 2-1 loss. Oh, we were so close. We just scored too late by the looks of it in the 88th minute. So we've been knocked out in the round of 16. But to be honest, coming up against Bayern wasn't ideal for our first ever Champions League one. But yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back at the end of the season. So guys, we managed to win the Danish League once again. It's not a surprise at this point, but we've managed to go unbeaten once again for the third season in a row, which is always good. And we also managed to win the Midtiylland Pokalen against Copenhagen. We haven't won it for a while for some reason, but we've managed to pick it up this season. So I guess I'll bring you guys back at the start of season 5. As much as I'd have liked to keep to see how he develops, Giancarlo Romagnoli is leaving us and joining our Sporting in Spain for 17 million euros. So guys, we have another departure here. We've decided to sell our Danish centre-back Joachim Andersen. He's going to join Sporting for 50 million euros. An 82 rated going for 50 million euros just shows how mad the market is on FIFA 20. I know there's a shortage of good centre-backs, but I still can't believe I've got that much for him. But with that, this does mean that we can go and grab ourselves a nice centre-back to go partner Christian Romero. And we are not playing around here guys, we have picked ourselves up Milan Skriniar over from Inter Milan. We are signing the Slovakian centre-back for 92.3 million euros. We blew our entire budget on him, but I reckon it'll be worth it. He's a 90 rated centre-back. Wow, he's going to carry us from the back. And to believe he's in the Danish league now is beyond impressive in my opinion. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back when we make it to the qualifying games. So guys, we're at the qualifying games once again this year. We are missing Onyeka due to suspension from last season. So we're just going to sim it and see how we do. 3-0 win away from home. That puts us in a great position for the second leg, which I'll bring to you very shortly. So now we have the home leg against PLZN and hopefully we can get through. I know we're 3-0 up, so I shouldn't really expect us to go out, but let's just see how we do. Only a 1-0 win, that's not as much as I expected, but we're through to the next round and that's all that I'm bothered about. The next round of playoff games, we have been drawn against Dynamo Zagreb. We're away in the first leg, so I'm not really sure what to expect. A 1-1 draw, wow. This is actually put us in quite an uncomfortable position for the second leg. Oh no, this isn't ideal. So we've got our second leg here against Dynamo Zagreb. We drew 1-1 in the first leg and we've got the home leg now. Let's just see how we get on. I'm hoping that we can get a win and I expect us to get a win. 5-1 win. Why could we get that? Evander scored 4. Wow, that's good. But yeah, we've got a 5-1 win, which is something I was expecting in the first leg, sorry. But yeah, 6-2 on aggregate against Zagreb. I guess I'll show you guys our group. So we've been drawn into Group H in the Champions League this season alongside Man City, Leipzig and Celtic. I'm not really too sure what to think of the group, because I know Leipzig and Man City will both have incredible squads, meaning we may not even get around to the knockout stages. I'm hoping we do, but I do expect Celtic to finish last, so I guess I'll bring you guys back on deadline day. So at deadline day, we have spent a whopping 92 mil bringing in Skriniar and sold 67 mil worth of players in Romagnoli and Andersen. The starting 11 is looking pretty decent. I still need to find a replacement for Onyeka, but he's doing decent. He does bits for us. We've got a lot of players on international duty, which just shows how far our squad has come, which I'm really happy about. So I guess I'll bring you guys back when we got our results from the group stages. So after our results from the Champions League, we see ourselves sitting in third. So we have got Europa League football for the remaining half of the season. We couldn't get past Leipzig or City, and it's just a shame that we couldn't really make it through to the knockout stages this time around. Surprise, surprise, we're sitting first in the first half of the season, but what else can we really expect at the minute? So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back to make any more signings. No business in the January transfer window sees the squad stay the same as it was in the first half of the season. A few improvements needed here and there, but overall the squad's looking much stronger than it did beforehand. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back at the end of the season. So guys, we have agreed a fee here to bring in Jan Oblak on a pre-contract deal, which I think is incredible. I was looking at our squad and we definitely needed a new goalkeeper, and I thought, who better than the highest rated keeper on the game? So we have decided to sign Jan Oblak. He'll be joining us next season, and with the 93 goalkeeper between the posts, guarded by the 90 rated centre back Skriniar, I can see us going places. So guys, at the end of the season we see ourselves win the league once again, but we still haven't won every single game. We've drew one game yet again. We managed to win the Sidbank Pokalen as well, which is always good to see. And we also got put into the Europa League. Let's see where. So we didn't win it. Were we in the semis? No. We're in the quarters. We weren't in the quarters either. Were we in the... We weren't in the... Did we lose in the round of 32? We lost to Atletico Bilbao 2-1 on aggregate. That was quite disappointing. I expected us to at least make it to the semis of the Europa League. Well then guys, putting this season aside, I guess I'll see you all in season 6. And well guys, here is a brand new signing. We've managed to pick ourselves up a midfielder here. We have brought in Midtiylland from Frankfurt. The French midfielder has shown us here at the club for 50 million euros. I did want to go for someone a bit more world class, but unfortunately the board didn't fund us enough, so we couldn't make a top-notch signing. So we picked up Guendouzi. I still expect him. He'll be better than Onyeka, and hopefully we'll be able to push deep into the Champions League this season. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back if we make any more signings, and if not, the qualifying rounds. So our first qualifying match sees us against Greek side Athens. Let's just see how we do. We should be getting through this, no problem now. 4-0 win, yeah, not really much of a surprise considering the squad we have now. But yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back on the second leg. So second leg against Athens here guys. We're 4-0 from the first leg, so let's see how we do. We should be winning. I don't see us not winning. Only a 1-0 win again. Like, we have a really good first half, and then just the second half just goes terrible for us. But yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back. We're in our second qualifying match. So for our second qualifying match, we've been drawing against the mighty Rangers, and we travel to the Ibrox for the first game here. I still expect us to win it though, so 3-1 win. Yeah, as expected we got the win. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back at the second leg. So second qualifying match here, and let's just see how we do then. We are missing Guendouzi through suspension, so Onyeka is going to be filling in for us. 3-0 win, get in. So we're through to the group stages of the Champions League. So this time guys, we've been drawing in quite an easy group. We've been drawing with Roma, Lille and Lokomotiv Moscow, and for once I can actually see us actually guaranteed to get through. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back on deadline day. So guys, in the first transfer window we have only spent 50 mil bringing in Guendouzi. I don't know if I said only, we spent 50 mil bringing in Guendouzi, but we haven't had any other transfers. This is how the squad is looking. I would like a bit more growth from Romero and Guendouzi, but other than that guys, the squad's looking really strong. I'm going to assume Evander is going to hit 90, so that'll be nice to have. And other than that, I don't really know what to expect from the rest of the squad. Dembele at 93 though, which is incredible. And then we've obviously got Oblak in between the sticks now, which is always good to know that we've got a secure goalkeeper behind our defence. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back when we get our results from the group stages. So in the group stages we managed to top our group, which I'm very happy about. So we are going through to the round of 16 this season. Let's see who our opponent is. Napoli. That's actually, I know they will be good, but considering the teams we could have come up against, I'm really happy with this. That's a good draw, I like it. And in the league we are winning it once again, which is no surprise. But other than that guys, I guess I'll bring you back if we make any signings in the transfer window. Well guys, we've picked up a backup striker here because we did really only have Kwame in the club. We have picked up here Raul Garcia from Real Betis for 3 million. It was a release clause signing, he's 80 rated, and I'm really happy picking him up because we did need the extra backup for him. But yeah guys, I think this will be the only business we can make in this window, so I guess I'll catch you back on deadline day. So at the end of the January transfer window, I've only brought in Raul Garcia and no other business has been made. This is our starting 11 I'll be looking going into the game against Napoli. I'm really not too sure what to think. Like I said, I hope Guendouzi would have grown, and I would have thought Evander would have been in the 90s, but I guess we can't really ask for too much. But yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back when we're at the first leg. So we have the first leg against Napoli here. We have the away leg first, which is always nice. We are missing Sinisterra through injury, which is disappointing. So yeah, let's just see how this game goes. A 3-2 win is good, because we've got 3 away goals, which is nice, but we'll just have to be careful in the home leg. So yeah guys, I guess I'll bring you back when the time comes for the home leg. So we have the home leg now against Napoli. We're still missing Sinisterra, so I haven't got too high hopes, but I'm hoping that we can pull off a win, seeing as though we did win the first time around. 3-1 win! Oh, that's a good result, that. I'll take that. So for our quarter-final opponent, we have been drawn against Bayern Munich, so we'll be travelling to Germany in hopes of surpassing Bayern. So we travel to the Allianz Arena for the first game here. We are missing Evander through suspension, which is not a good start. But other than that, we have got a full-strength squad. So I'm just hoping we can do something and get a decent result here. A 3-0 win. That's an incredible result considering our opponents. I'm really happy with that. Wow. At least this means that we'll have 3 away goals going into the home leg. So guys, we are here at the home leg now. We have a 3-0 advantage over Bayern. Let's just see how the game goes. A 2-2 draw is good. I mean, we go through anyway. It sucks that we didn't get a win, but we go through, so it's no big deal. I'm worried about Odriozola because I don't know if that means he's suspended for the next round, but I guess we'll have to deal with that if it comes. So guys, I guess I'll bring you back. We'll find out our semi-final opponent. So guys, we'll be travelling back to Germany for the semi-finals, and we've been drawn up against Dortmund. I know their squad's pretty strong now, so I guess I'll bring you back when we're at the Signal Iduna Park. So guys, we're here away at leg first, which is always a good thing. We've got a full strength starting 11 again, which is always nice to see. Let's see how we do then. A 0-0 draw away is not the worst, but it's also not the best. So I'm not really too sure how to feel about it, but hopefully we'll be able to do better in the home leg. So we have the home leg now guys. After the 0-0 draw, we cannot concede because it will put us in a really bad position. We are missing Christian Romero, who picked up an injury before the game. So yeah, things aren't looking too good for us, but I'm hoping we can at least pull something out here. A 4-1 win, come on! Let's go! I can't believe we managed to score 4 this time, but we couldn't score once in the other leg. But you know what guys, it doesn't matter because we are through to the Champions League final, which puts us in a really good position for the rest of the season. So guys, in the final we've been drawn against Barcelona, a very strong side, and hopefully we can pull through. So I guess I'll bring you back when we get the results from the rest of the games of the season. And we have finally done it guys, we have finally won every single game available to us in the league, finishing on 108 points out of 108 points. I'm really happy about that, and we've done it in the season where we could potentially finish it all. So we also managed to win the Danish Cup, meaning that the treble is on for us. So guys, taking it all look before we get into the game against Barcelona, we've built what I'd say is a pretty strong squad here. We've got a lot of 90 rated players, and we just needed a bit of growth from some of the players like Odriozola and Guendouzi. But Sambi Lokonga and Evander both hitting 90s, Dembele at 93, and Kwame didn't grow as much as I'd have liked. But yeah guys, guess I'll see you in the game. And we're kicking off here, guys. We've got to try and come over Barcelona, and hopefully we'll be able to do something brilliant. I guess I'll bring you back if that happens. Ball played over the top. Odriozola, can he get onto it? He can. Delays it. Played in is Evander. Straight to Stegen. Corner's whipped in. It's Skriniar. Another great save from ter Stegen. Corner played short to Sambi Lokonga. Edges it. Evander. Held off. Dribbles through. Gets the shot away, but it's saved. It's edged here to Tierney, who shoots, and it's another save from ter Stegen. Could we please just get one in? Corner's crossed in again. And this time it's just over from Sinisterra. Ball played out wide. Here's Ousmane Dembele. He's through here. And there's another save from ter Stegen. Pedro Porro here running down the wing. Jovic back to Porro, back into Jovic, back out wide. Bro, those two are just passing it all over. Jovic crosses, headed and caught by Oblak. Killer ball played through here. Barcelona with a chance to break before the end of the half. Here's Abe. Chilwell, but that's the end of the first half, and that puts us 0-0 at half time. Barcelona kicking off the second half here, and we just need to try and keep it goalless. Here's Sinisterra. Sambi Lokonga puts it wide, very wide. Here's Sinisterra. Sambi Lokonga again, this time also puts it wide once again. Ball played over the top, Christian Kwame. Straight at Stegen. Ousmane Dembele on a long free kick here. Against his former club, what can he do? Straight at the wall. But we got a corner out of it. Oblak with it here, plays it through. Can Kwame get onto it? No, it's intercepted by ter Stegen. Barcelona with a late chance to win it here in the end, but he's intercepted and tackled by Tierney. This game's going to extra time, which we probably could have avoided if we'd have took some of the earlier chances we had in the game. We kick off for the first half of extra time, and we really need to grab an early goal, because if we do, then Barcelona should be out of commission. Here is Dembele. Can he do something? Barcelona looking to finish this half off strong with a chance. Maybe a great late goal. Cleared by Romero. So we should be going into the second. What? Ref! Thank you. We'll be going into the second half of it 0-0, which means it could be going to penalties pretty soon. Kwame plays it through. Ousmane Dembele. Got a lot riding on him with a shot, and he scores! Finally! We finally do it! We finally score! Took us a whole 110 minutes to do so, but we finally put one past ter Stegen. It's a lovely little run from Dembele here, and a tidy finish into the bottom corner, right where he can't reach it, and we're finally 1-0 up against Barcelona. With the dying seconds, and Barcelona starting to pile on some immense pressure. Here's Dolberg, Soler, it's Lindelof. Oh, we can't get rid of it. Clear it. Finally, that's it, guys. We've done it. We've finally done it. We've finally won it here in Netherlands. We've done it. We've beat Barcelona. 1-0 win. Dembele with a great finish in the midway through the second half of extra time, and I can't believe we've finally done it. It's took us a long 7 seasons, but it was worth it in the end. So yeah, guys, enjoy the rest of the celebrations.